guys, and welcome back to Murders on the Yangtze River. So I think we're gonna start the next case in the next chapter, which I think is chapter 5. So let's get going. Also, I got new bangs. They flew for rounds. So I want to try something new. So anyway, without my getting distracted by my own bangs, let's go. Let's go. So this is our guy's hometown, if I remember correctly. What's up?
沈先生、徐先生，欢迎来金慈书局。
Hi.
我是书局的督教方寒秋。
Oh, hello.
方先生好。
通过你的电报，我们获知了佩罗镇事件的原委。感谢二位查明了真相。
吕先生是一名出色的编辑，他的离世实在令人惋惜。
你电报中提到罗世文
Oh, right. This
对
is
罗
the
佩作品的
publishing
贡献，
company. Okay.
我们也已于昨日登报说明。
这样也算对吕先生有个交代。
毕城十分看重作者名誉，希望他泉下有知。
吕先生一定会很欣慰的。
雨越下越大，二位先请进，我们屋里说。沈先生这次来是要查一本书，不知书名是什么？
我也不知道确切的书名。不过，据罗世文说，罗佩的斗士一阵对此书的情节有所借
Oh,
鉴。
right. That's that book in
毕
chapter
城
1 he
经
was
手过的
talking
稿
about.
件可以说是汗牛充栋。若要一份份查阅内容，耗费的时间会很长。沈先生还知道其他的信息吗？
这件事
No.
说不定对找
Not,
书有帮
not
助。
really. Alright. Low pays
半
visit.
年前，罗佩曾来书局拜访，他应该是在那个时候读到书稿的。
那次是我邀请罗佩来的，也带他去当房参观过，但我不清楚他翻阅过哪些存稿。
这件事说不定
Thank you.
对找书有帮助。吕先生离开扬州前，有没有和您提过罗佩借鉴他人情节之事呢？
他只说有些事情要与罗佩当面核实，但并未说细节。
吕先生怎么会完全没提起过呢？
毕城是一个谨慎的人，在没有充分调查之前，他从不随便说话。
这件事说不定对找书有帮助。吕先生生前的最后一段
So
时间
we're kind of on the
都
track
在
of
忙哪些
finding
工
our
作？
brother's killer
有
from
没有与
15
存稿
years
有
ago?
关的？
非要说的话，毕城最近在花大力气重读过往的剧稿。
啊？已经拒绝的稿子为什么要重读呢？
此前书局并不重视侦探
Well,
小说
if
这一
you
题
can
材，
always like change your
很多
mind
的
and
投稿
print them.
都被拒了。但近年侦探小说日益受读者欢迎，毕城希望能从中发掘出更多才华横溢的作者。
也就是说，有一些优秀的侦探小说被埋没在剧稿中了。
Yep,
正是如此，
exactly.
毕城认
If it
为
wasn't popular in the
侦探
past, but
小
now
说
it
的
is,
流
so go
行
back.
大有裨益。他展示了一种严密的逻辑思维模式，同时也鼓励大家去追求真相。对于长期受八股文束缚的读者而言，这犹如沙漠中的清泉。
吕先生在做的事，的确很有意义。
先生，吕先生很可能是在整理剧稿时，意识到罗佩书中的点子是抄的，所以他
Actually,
才
a
会去找罗佩谈。
possibility.
方先生，我们可以看看那些剧稿吗？
剧稿被送回当房了，我带你们去。
15 minutes later.
奇怪了，毕城整理过的那批剧稿明明放在此处啊，怎么不见了呢？
不见了，不见
Guess there's a child somewhere. Oh, no, it's a parrot.
哦，
It's a parrot.
是那只鹦鹉在说话。
夸我，夸我！
Praise me.
九儿乖乖，你吃完饭了吗？
完了，完了！
沈先生，这位是当房管理员吴秀丽，九儿是她养的鹦鹉。有什么需要帮忙的，尽可找她。秀丽，沈先生和阿福都是侦探，他们来书局调查线索，我们尽力要协助。
侦探，破凶杀案的那种侦探，
She's adorable too. All the girls
正
are
是。
adorable.
好猎奇，好喜欢。这还是我第一次遇到真的活的侦探。活的，活的。
She's adorable. I like her. Apparently he does not, though.
嘿，其实我也是一名侦探小说家，笔名叫阿派。
Oh, nice.
哇，好厉害啊！能拜读你写的书吗？
我还在构思中。
I'm not that good,
你别
actually.
说，就咱们对话的时间，我忽然就有了灵感。侦探来到书局当房，寻找失落的线索，摆在面前的却是成堆的书稿。要从里面找到关键证据，这是前所未有的挑战。
你这不是根本没开始写吗？
吕先生曾整理过一
An
批侦探小说的剧稿，
novelist.
秀丽姑娘可知放在何处？
当房目前还没有侦探小说这个单独的分类，只有话本小说、志怪小说、公案小说、武侠小说、言情小说。那些剧稿原本杂乱的堆放在这张桌子上，不过我花费了整整2天时间，把每一份书稿都有序归档了。
So you're a librarian then, right? Is that she's a librarian? You know, I always kind of wanted to be a librarian growing up.
大家的脸色好像不太好。
那沈先生想要查阅的话，只能去每个书架上一本一本找了。
Okay.
无妨，
I have a
阿福，
feeling that parrot's
我
gonna
们就
come
从
in
最左侧的书架找起。
come in for some reason. Afu's adorable, as usual. Jeez, dude, you're sitting on the same book the whole time? Oh, there goes... Oh my goodness. Poor Afu has to stand there. He doesn't even get a seat. He's just standing there. Oh. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love him. Afu, why are you so adorable? Oh, why are you so cute?
这摞也发完了，我再去拿一摞。
Philo books. Your all manuscripts have been reviewed. I haven't come across any pilot similar to the confinement room mystery. Can I go this? I can't go that way. Okay.
炒饭、油
Oh, he's so
糕、
cute.
牛皮糖，
It's like a little...
先生醒醒，来吃啊！
You're adorable, Afu. Afu's sound asleep. Let's not wake him up. I don't know how he gets sleep like that, but all the books on this bookshelf have been reviewed. Ah! Sorry, that kind of startled me. It's too late. It's so late. Why could there be a child here? Let me have a look. Well, it's obviously a ghost. Sorry, I didn't mean to get jump scared. Freaking jump scared in this. I didn't mean to be jump scared. Okay, let's find this ghost child. How did I end up back here again? Afu was also disappeared somewhere. I think we're having a dream. I think we fell asleep. I'm also walking slowly. Yeah, see. This has gotta be a dream. We've been drugged again. We've been drugged again. I'm gonna go this way. No? Okay. Da-da-da. Back once again. Yeah, this is totally a dream. The Confined Room Mystery, Chapter 5. Or am I stuck in the room? Alright, well. Bum, bum, bum. Do I just keep going? Bookshelf. Bookshelf is filled with books. There seem to be one book that appears different from the others. Ooh, the red one. Gosh dang it. Oh, it's him as a child.
是哥哥。
Hi, me.
钟平，你又拿了爹的烟枪。
Oh, Dad's addicted to opium.
在哪里？
Yeah, that's probably
在
why.
哪里？
Yeah.
别出声，我去应付。
爹，你在找什么？
我钱呢？我钱呢？
家里早就没钱了，东西也被你变卖光了。
Gonna sell his children is what he's gonna do.
谁说没钱了？那个小兔崽子去哪儿了？
Oh, poor thing.
医
Poor
院的
sweetie.
老板，过几天就来接他。
Oh.
只要他听话，跟男人去，那可是不少钱。
I don't like their dad. It's
你疯
sad.
了！
养了你们那么多年，也该尽孝了。
Ugh. Oh god, stop with the jump scare.
原来躲在这里。
So
快
that
跑！
so that he run. Ah, gosh, what is this? Oh no, it's one of these. No, I suck at these. Can I jump? Ah! Don't trip, kid. I'm gonna save us. I don't like this. Woo! It's hard to tell what's what in this stupid thing. Oh crap! I hit something. No, I hit something again. No! I just can't really tell where. No, no, not the chair. I got eaten. All right, it's just. I gotta do it again. All right. Sorry, it's just hard to tell where everything is. Okay, so I'm on the center. Do, 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 do. This goes up. Center. Center. Up, up. Okay, a little block of wood will get me. Alright, go up. Down. Up. Yeah. See, I can't tell if it's actually in the center or not. Ugh. So I can't really tell what's. Cause some of them bleed over, right? Like I can't see. Ooh. How much longer do I gotta go? Okay. Oh. Jeez, I don't. Oh, Dad's dead. I think Bro killed him. You killed him? Bro killed him. Probably the brother. Just go hide in the closet, yeah. Probably for the best, honestly. Aww.
我可以进来吗，钟平？
So did I develop like a split personality to cope with a crappy dad?
不让我进来的话，我只好变戏法给别人看喽。
Aww. The magic.
你先闭上眼睛。
Aw. All right, Brian. You were a hottie. I'm kind of
可以
sad
睁开
because
了，
this is sad.
喜欢吗？
Aww. See,
这
brother's
是银
hottie.
石粉，可以在黑暗中发出荧
No,
光。
this is a sweet moment, but
周
he's
平啊
just really cute. Nicely
你听过
drawn.
小猴子的故事吗？
I approve.
一天晚上，一只小猴子在水塘边玩耍。
他看到了水中的月亮，便伸手去触碰，水面泛起了涟漪，月亮在涟漪中消失了。小猴子很震惊，以为自己把月亮打碎了。其实那只是月亮在水中的倒影。
It's so cute.
月亮消失，是因为它被云遮住了。
Oh, the clouds. Okay. It's
郑平
adorable.
那件事自始至终都不是你的错。
I'm. So we obviously
即使乌
developed
云遮蔽了整个天空，
split
你还
personality
拥有一片自己的星空。
to deal with trauma.
郑平，哥哥最近找到一个方法，说不定能治好你的失语症。
So what happened to the
我看到一本
dead
医学杂
dad
志上说，
on the floor?
人遭遇过度惊吓时，舌头可能会后缩，导致舌骨脱位，无法说话。
Oh.
若用镊子将舌骨正位，便可恢复。
So he had the same thing that Afu had happen when he saw the dead body.
我知道，那些大夫都说你再也不可能说话了，
Just
但
depends
哥哥
on
不
the...
会放弃。可以让我试试吗？
Yeah.
仲平，你尽可能张大嘴巴，再慢慢把舌头往外吐。
This kind of...
啊，
很好。
And then the pain. Ah!
疼！
Oh, but you're talking.
无意识的痛苦回忆，如果无法释放或治愈，可能会分裂出不同的自我，以避免面对内心矛盾。
Yeah, okay, here we go. We're
这是
talking
人
about it.
出于自我保护的本能所构建的心理防御机制之一。
So he was studying for his brother.
你在看什么书？
Aw.
哦，弗洛伊德的《梦的解析》这本书
Does he
介绍
have
了
it
心理疾病的
too?
发
Does
病
he
原
have like
理
a
和治疗方法。
split consciousness as well?
心理疾病？
我想了
Actually
解
knew
鸦
a
片
guy
成瘾
who
的
had
心理原因，进而探索出治疗之法。
I don't know the actual diagnosis, like the name,
难怪
medical
哥哥
name.
最近都在看医
But he
学
had a
书籍
split。personality
如今鸦片泛滥，
with his own
不仅
name.
我们家深受其害，
It's
更有
very...
千万家庭尚
I
在
know a
苦
lot
海。
of people with a lot of
可
different
市面上不是已经有戒烟药了吗？
situations.
市面上的戒烟药大多是鱼目混出的补药，价格昂贵，却收效甚微。
Yeah. Drug
因
addiction.
此，哥哥想找到真正有效的治疗法。
我在弗洛伊德的一篇文章中了解到一种叫高科的植物，弗洛伊德
Drug
用
addictions
它
are
的提取物
expensive,
来
man.
治疗
Like
抑郁症等疾病。如果这个药能帮助戒烟瘾，那爹的悲剧便不会再重演了。
Oh, can we escape now? Having a nightmare.
哥
Oh.
哥，还要等到什么时候啊？钓鱼好无聊。
I agree. Fishing is boring.
哥哥，
It's very
钓
boring.
鱼跑了。
鱼儿抓口时不着急提竿，耐心等一等。大鱼上钩时
Fishing's
会有明显的异常。
是一条桂鱼。
回家，
Fish.
今晚哥哥做清蒸桂鱼。
太好了，有鱼吃喽！
And it's not letting me move, or else I would be walking past this memory. We're going down memory lane, I guess, while having a nightmare. Alright.
俄国的北部毗邻北极，终年积雪。
Oh yeah, the old map.
每天都是冬天，也太冷了。有没有永远是夏天的地方？
Yes,
阿
go
非利加州
go
的以
south,
南
man.
地当赤道，沿河荒漏。
Trust me, the heat's not any
哥
better.
哥，你要去学医的地方在哪里？
Heat is horrible.
在这儿。
Heat exhaustion. It
英国的首
really
都
makes you
伦
super
敦。
sick. Ugh, I do not like it. That's why even though I hate winter, I live somewhere where it gets cold.
两位公子的才华世间罕见，尤其是沈二公子，年纪轻轻就获得了公派留学资格。今日为二位留影纪念，待
You
二位学
both
成归来，
looking
定
dapper,
能大展宏图，大显身手，大有所为。
and your
本照相馆
spiffy hats. Yes, I'm
也
using
能跟
those
着
old
沾光。
beards.
放松，不要动喽。
Jeez. Ugh. Those cameras. You had to sit for a long time. Oh, right, I can move. And they had that plume of, I think they had like plumes of smoke that come out. Rather dyed his hair. That's kind of white looking. He dyed it, looks like. Alright, let's look at this scene of the crime again. Alright, no, he didn't. It was just weird. Okay. This is really... Jeez, I thought I had a... Yeah, see, the knife fell from the sky. From that window. I will continue.
我没数。
Me.
第1121次，3年，几乎每个夜晚你都在这里，但你仍然找不到答案。而随着时间的流逝，你的记忆正在消退。别妨碍我，我一定会查明哥哥遇害的真相。那你可得
I think it was his friend that we escorted. I think it was... It's our boy! Alright. Body outline. I've already observed this place. Should we take another look? I mean, I'm here for a reason. Left curtain. Oh my gosh, there's a door there. It's the police office. Alright, candle. There's 7 candles on the floor, arranged in the shape of the Big Dipper. Each candle has been firmly fixed to the floor with wax. Through the candles have shallow scratch marks on their sides. Telegraph machine. I think this is what was burned. Just a telegraph machine on the table, and there are traces of it being used that day. The Morse code paper reel we found should be fitted with a hexagonal area on its tab. Other than that, other abnormalities were found on the machine. Okay. Handle, stool. Small stool placed between the desk and the candle arrangements. Stool is very small. Circular outline. Was originally inside this white circle. A roll of Morse code paper strip, which we took as evidence. So you found it on the ground? Aye, that's right. I suspect it fell from the Morse code telegraph machine. Without any content on it. I saw telegrams from Mr. Bell, Joseph's father. We've checked the contents, discussing the development of a certain drug. Nothing suspicious. Alright, cylinder phonograph. It's playing the Chinese opera. Heard playing the Peking opera. 7-star lamp. Okay, I already did that. Lab bench. I've already observed the items. No, I don't need to look at it again. Cabinet, trophies, laboratory equipment, pharmaceutical books, and wax cylinders placed on the cabinet. Currently, no special findings have been found. Okay. No. Well, books, they were moved. Books have been taken from the desk. Ever can have examined? Yeah, okay. Class photo of my brother with his classmates taken by Joseph. One person on the photo was someone. Yeah, I've already seen all this. That's why I'm kind of clicking through it. Skylight, it was locked very high, being allowed to reach it, and it has been locked from the inside. That's this thick glare of accumulated dust, and there are no traces of being touched. Police speculate that Brian caused the wind scorch marks as an experiment. Police officer, memory hasn't pleasant. Do you want to proceed? Hang on. That isn't very pleasant. Did I get everything? I thought it said police officer. Alright. Memory isn't pleasant. Do you want to proceed? I think... Yeah.
This is all the case files here. You can take your time reviewing here. I'll go get the paperwork ready for your signature.
Finally coming to an end. I can't do the Scottish Appendix A. On the afternoon when my brother was murdered, Toby Chang was studying in the library. The library administrator, George, confirmed that Toby Chang had a clear alibi. The appendix of the case file shows police investigation on Stone Wu. Stone Wu is a close friend of Brian, and it's said that they had a heated argument in the past. Stone Wu suddenly left the UK the day before Brian's death. The police were unable to reach him. No one knows why he suddenly left, but this also serves as his alibi. The departure record in the appendix, the police exclude him as a suspect, unless he didn't actually leave. Auntie Chang said that she sat at the gate all afternoon. Coffee shop stall confirmed this. Auntie Chang mentioned brewing herbal medicine herself. On investigation, she was found to have fatal illness, with only 1 year at most to live. That's too bad, I liked her. Morse code paper. This is a Morse code paper reel Officer Jones found at the crime scene. The center of the paper reel has a hexagonal groove. Yeah, that's for a screwdriver. At the end of the paper tape, folded over, forming a strand bend. The other side of the paper tape is quite dirty and shows signs of wear and tear. Because it was on the floor. The paper strip is filled with dot lines, which are Morse code. Alright. The police have successfully deciphered the telegrams. There are 5 telegrams from Mr. Bell to my brother. Starting with 2 weeks before the incident. Adjust medication, prove effective in small trials. Congratulations. Not your fault. No need to blame yourself. Drug development challenging path. Keep going. I believe success awaits. Optimism needed. Assistance offered anytime. Stay positive. Understand concerns. Office meet tomorrow at 9. Alright. This is the dagger that took my brother's life. The blood on it has already coagulated. As Officer Jones mentioned, compared to a regular dagger, this dagger is lighter. Police have found 2 fingerprints on the dagger. Both of them belong to my brother. Interestingly, both fingerprints are located at the end of the dagger handle. There are also slight scorch marks on the ring at the end of the dagger handle. Yeah, because something was tied, because it was lighter, you know? Something was tied around it and they caught it on fire, so it burned away. Key. The only key crime scene room was in my brother's left hand during the incident. After examination, it was found that the key only had fingerprints belonging to my brother. Photo of the key, distinct oriental style in its style appearance, intricate craftsmanship. This key has a side cut mechanism, making it difficult to duplicate. Oh, okay. Transcript. Police interrogation transcripts. The subjects being Toby, Chang, Mr. Bell, and Miss Chang. Which transcript do you want to read? Toby. I think it's Stone.
Officer, I am a distinguished graduate of UCL. How could I possibly commit murder?
I don't know, Harvard people
There's
have.
competition between ye and the victim, Brian Shen. Besides,
Doesn't matter what school you go to, anyone could be a psycho and murder someone.
Brian returned to the apartment.
I did see him, but you can't condemn me as guilty just because I saw him, right?
Whether you're deemed guilty depends on your answers to the following questions.
Alright.
On the day of Brian's death, August 15th, someone claims to have seen you two arguing.
I'm happy I don't have to do the officer's voice.
We had no
That was so hard.
It must be someone trying to smear my name. I can explain that.
Okay.
At 9 a.m. that morning, I was going to the Wandsworth Library to borrow books, passing by Pimlico. I saw Brian coming out of Mr. Bell's office building. I greeted him, but he pretended not to hear.
Or maybe he didn't hear you?
I was angry. I grabbed him to confront and discuss the situation.
That's a bit of an
Just because you greeted
escalation.
him and he did not respond?
Exactly, that's kind of a...
Not exactly. Mr. Bell's research project should be mine. He stole it away.
Well, obviously Mr.
He
Bell
not
didn't
only
think so.
shamelessly took my project, but also deliberately ignored me. Wasn't that infuriating?
No.
So you got into an argument with him over that?
Sorry, but Mr. Bell gets to say who gets the...
He seemed absent-minded, not responding as if he couldn't hear what I was saying. Later, someone looked our way, so I let him go. There was no argument at all.
You are a very spiteful
Whether
man,
you're deemed
apparently.
guilty depends on your answers to the following questions.
Alright.
Where were you between 1 and 3
I
in
do
the
think it's
afternoon
Stone,
that
though.
day?
I don't think it's
And
Guy.
what were you doing?
I spent the entire
Dang.
afternoon studying at the library. then return to the lab in the evening.
Is there someone who can vouch for your whereabouts?
The librarian, maybe?
The librarian named George
Yeah.
can testify for me.
George.
Whether you're deemed guilty depends on your
Yeah,
answers
okay.
to the following.
Other.
You ken of others who might bear a grudge against Brian?
So glad I can't have to do this.
I wouldn't know. I'm usually focused on my academic pursuits and don't mind others' business.
Mr. Cheng, please cooperate with our work.
I really don't know. Only one time I overheard him having a heated argument with Stone Wu.
What's
I
the
think it's Stone Wu.
relationship
I
between
really do.
Stone Wu and Brian Shen?
Because back
Do you
then,
ken why they had an argument?
you can buy a
They are
ticket to
friends.
something, but not actually
Stone
show
often
up on
borrowed
the
money
boat,
from
you know?
Brian.
Or
Their
get off the
argument
boat.
might be related to money.
Back then
but
it was a lot, because
I'm
you
not
didn't have
so
to have
sure
ID.
about specifics.
Like, you didn't have ID back then?
What
Not
I
really?
heard, Stone recently made a fortune.
I mean, I guess you had to have passports,
Moreover,
but
He hurriedly
You weren't walking around
returned
with,
to
like, a
China
driver's
the day
license
before
like you do now.
Brian's incident. Definitely
it's very
fishy.
easy to disappear. A lot of
We'll
jobs also,
verify.
like, didn't require
Whether
ID, so you
you're
could just
deemed
walk up to any
guilty
place and get a job.
Depends on your answers to the
Maybe
following
that changed after.
questions.
When did they start doing IDs? I think it was like the 1960s. I don't know. It was after. It was like not that long ago. No, the good old days. You could literally just disappear. All right, Miss Watson Bell. Joseph's dad. He
Mr.
looks
Bell
like Joseph.
Sorry for the trouble.
He kind of looks like Lucius
After all,
Malfoy, but
Brian
with like
was a researcher in the
goatee.
project I funded and a friend of Joseph's.
Mm-hmm.
I will do
Indubitably.
everything I can to bring the truth to light.
Heard this funding project is about opium cessation drugs?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that would be
Opium
nice.
cessation medication is one of Watson Pharmacy's core businesses.
Yeah,
We
'cause
have
their dad had
always
no-
placed a strong emphasis on research and development in this area. In fact, the person we initially funded wasn't Brian, but his classmate, Toby Cheng. Unfortunately, Toby had lofty ambitions, but little progress after 6 months.
That would make sense. I was gonna
Joseph
say.
introduced me to Brian. He was facing pressure from the Sassoon family due to his research.
Okay.
The Sassoons benefit greatly from the opium trade. They will by no means stand idly by.
Oh.
When I saw
I think
his
that's a
research progress,
red
it only
herring, though.
strengthened my determination
Oh,
to
so they were.
support him.
Okay.
Also, the reason Brian studied pharmacy and aspired
opium's
to
from
develop
India.
better opium cessation medication was because his family was ruined and devastated by
Yeah.
opium.
Yeah, that would drive you.
I
home.
believe he is the most suitable person to carry out this research. I will do everything I can to bring the truth to light.
I like Joseph's family, but at the same time.
Someone
I don't
hear
know.
you having an argument with Brian in the office on the morning of August 15th?
At 9 a.m. that morning, I had arranged to meet Brian for coffee to talk
Oh.
his recent conditions.
How's she been faring recently?
The research faced some difficulties, and Brian was feeling
Yeah,
quite
addictions are
down about it.
Hard to.
I encouraged him to hold on,
Kick.
but he suddenly became very agitated.
Opium's kind of like.
So we ended the conversation.
Like.
It wasn't like his usual self. I intended to talk to him someday
I don't
later.
think people
but
really use opium
How
that
long
much
has he
anymore.
been in this condition?
I'm not sure. I don't live over in Asia.
In
At least
fact,
where I live, it's not
during that
big.
period, his condition was quite worrisome.
But it
He
kind
became
of gets.
very pessimistic.
Doesn't it make your lungs kind of like?
In
tar?
hindsight, I should
is
have
that
kept him a
smoking?
bit longer.
I remember.
deeply regret that now. I will do everything I can to bring the truth to light.
Where were you between 1 and 3 in the afternoon on that day?
I was having tea in my
There
manor.
was a pharmaceutical industry seminar that afternoon. I was invited to deliver a speech.
Understood. Your alibi is solid. For now, that's all.
Oh yeah, we
Officer,
have hundreds of
may
people.
I add a few more details?
Of course, sir.
Aye, of course. Please go ahead.
Brian's research on opium cessation medication touched upon the interests of certain groups.
Yeah.
I don't want this case to be overly influenced by external factors affecting police judgment.
Yeah.
I also trust that the details of the case be kept confidential.
Opium was a huge...
Aye.
I will do everything I can to bring the truth to light.
Opium was a huge deal that the British brought to China. Because no one wanted their shitty goods. So they got everyone addicted to opium. And then the Chinese were like, oh, this isn't good. And they made it illegal. But then, you know, then they were just drug cartels. Good job, Britain, your drug cartels back in the day. Back in the day. Crazy. It was, I think they had 2 opium wars? They're called the opium wars. I don't know. I need to read up on...
Let bad guys go. Bother this old lady instead.
I love her.
Mrs. Chang,
I love her
brought
so
you in
much.
for questioning because on that day you were...
You were there.
Only one at scene? Suspect me as murderer just like that? Which fool would murder in their own home?
Mrs. Chang,
A lot of people do.
Ridiculous! Dare you stop brewing my medicine? Curing illness, extending life?
I'll try to keep it brief. Where were you between 1 and 3 in the afternoon on that day?
You ask where I was? It was Hungry Ghost Festival. Taboo to go out that day.
Ah.
Soak up sun, dispel bad energy. Been sitting in front of house sunning myself. You foreigners understand or not? On that day, Ghost Gate opens. Avoid going out.
It still cracks me up.
I'll try to keep it brief.
Still cracks me up that she's calling him the foreigner, even though she lives in England. It's his native home. You're the foreigner. I love her though. Yeah. But anywho.
During that time,
I love her,
did
though.
anyone else enter?
Of course not. No one comes in without my permission.
Freaking love her.
No one's getting in any day. Besides you police, who else likes barging into others' homes?
Did anyone else?
Yeah,
think
they
you
still
might
do
have-
that too.
Yes, 2 guys tracking Brian.
How's it
They've
going,
been staring
English
in
people?
my house.
How's it going?
Aye, we've spoken to folk across the road.
Now
and
they just
nobody's
bust into your
laid
house because
eyes
they
on
don't
the
like
pair
what you posted
mentioned.
on Twitter.
James and Mary from the cafe next door said the same. Are you?
I'm sure I didn't see wrong.
I'll try to
Okay.
keep it brief.
Alright, no more questions. I love her. She's... all of the women in this game I absolutely adore. They're great. They're so feisty. Alright. Let's go this one. This is an overview of the case. The police conducted an investigation of each suspicious individual, but they all had alibis. It's a locked room, and the only key was in Brian's hand, which led to the conclusion of suicide. At Sergeant Joseph's urging, the police conducted several additional rounds of investigation. Police visited places that Brian frequented, such as St. Mary's Hospital, Savage Restaurant. However, no conclusive evidence was found that could overturn the aforementioned conclusion. Here is the attached layout of the map, Auntie Cheng's house, as well as photographs of the crime scene. Shall I recall the situation at the crime scene again? No, I've been there a million times. No, I don't need to go through the crime scene again. Okay, this is the autopsy record for Brian. The autopsy is personally conducted by Joseph. The report mentions it could be inferred that the time of death was between 2 and 3 in the afternoon. The victim died from hemorrhage. Shock caused by weapon piercing the pulmonary artery. Body contorted position, suspect cyanide poisoning, but no toxins found. Bruising on fingertips with wood shavings in the nail and folds healed on foot. No other injuries were found, indicating no signs of probing wounds. In addition, paper ashes found on the body and wax strips found on clothes. Yeah, because they were burning something above him. Alright. Map. There's a map on the wall showing police jurisdiction boundaries. Red lines on the map connect to different crime scenes. Auntie Chang's house is located in Area A under the jurisdiction of Westminster Police Station. Alright. Anyway, newspaper. A copy of the Times on August 16th. The headline is about a fire incident. London St. Mary's Hospital on fire last night, resulting in the tragic death of 20 patients. Oh. Fire broke out on the second floor around 9 p.m. and quickly engulfed the entire building. Suspicious. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. See, now that's suspicious. Alright. There are thousands of letters piled up on the bookshelf. Surprisingly, those are letters from the infamous Jack the Ripper case. Ooh, yep. Among them, some provide information and some are claimed to be written by the killer. Jack the Ripper, baby!
Master Shen, this here is Sergeant Gaunt, in charge of investigating your brother's case.
Oh, thank you. Hello.
Family of the deceased. The investigation into this case is done and dusted. Sign here.
Sergeant Gaunt, I can't sign it yet.
Sorry, his English.
What
I'm
you
never
say?
gonna get used to his English.
My brother
What you say?
won't kill himself.
You questioning the police, are you?
What's up with
No.
cops being douchey?
I just feel that.
Mr. Shen,
You're wrong.
we hold your brother's case in the highest regard.
I feel that you're wrong,
Very
and that's why I'm
seriously.
asking.
Suicide is the conclusion reached after meticulous investigation.
Actually, no.
and
It's
careful
usually
consideration.
what they
Whether
find when
it's
they're being
Joseph
fucking lazy
or
and they
the
don't
more
want to do their
experienced
job.
Sergeant
That's
Gaunt,
what they do.
Both are on board with this conclusion.
Ain't you here to collect the remains? No signature, no go with the rest of the bleeding paperwork.
Don't just swear at me. Alright. Like there was this case, I think it was in the US, where this woman had been calling the cops constantly because she was like, someone's breaking in and like blah blah, and they just kind of written her off. And then later, I think like a year or so later, she was found in like the neighbors, like 3 doors down in the front yard, hogtied, which means that I think she was hogtied, but her arms and legs were tied behind her back, and she was stabbed like 36 times or something, and like, oh, suicide. And I'm like, you can't hogtie. You can't hogtie yourself. What the? And stab yourself that many times, like, then end up in the neighbor's yard, like down the street, and have the knife like 10 feet away from you. That's not how this goes. That's not suicide. So no, a lot of times cops just say it's suicide just to be freaking lazy because they want to do their job. And then there's some cops that actually want to do their job. So
哥哥绝不会自杀。可是，
like, I don't know Chinese,
如果
so
我签署了这份文件，就意味着这个案子
there is also statute of limitations, which I'm pretty sure 15 years is way
我不能
past.
就这样轻易签字。
But you let your brother's corpse just kind of sit there though?
你到底经历了什么？
Been through a lot. Having
这种感觉
flashes.
似乎什么地方不对劲。
Like what?
Mr. Shen, are you feeling unwell?
A little
A
bit.
voice tells me that there is an inconsistency between a certain item I saw earlier and the documents in my hands.
B. Oh! Shouldn't it be under the Manchester Police Department? Not whatever B stands for? Westminster. Yeah, he was supposed to be under Westminster jurisdiction. Why? Oh, wait. Let me look at the map a little bit. Where's Westminster? Oh, Kingston is B. Westminster is A. Sorry, I was thinking it would be West, like W for Westminster. Okay, so it should be A. See, because I didn't really look. See, because Hackney is H. All right. Yeah, he should have been Westminster, which should have been A. Sorry, my reasoning was wrong, but it was still
Officers,
the proper conclusion.
I noticed that the letter B is marked on each folder. Is this the police station's code or identifier?
Aye, that's our station code. We're mainly responsible for security in Kensington.
Oh, Kensington.
The map indicates that the house where the murder occurred is located in the city of Westminster.
Then why are you taking the case?
On the map, Westminster is labeled with the code A.
Why are you guys taking
You
it?
questioning if we ain't got the authority?
Yes, that is
I'm
exactly.
just raising a reasonable doubt.
Why are you looking into this?
I've mentioned to you before, we received the initial distress telegram. That day, I showed Joseph the distress telegram. He knew the address, so we went together.
But it's not your
The
jurisdiction.
person who sent the telegram is crucial. He is likely a key witness. We should continue.
The scene's a locked room, and the only fingerprints on the murder weapon are your brother's. Just these 2 bits alone are enough to peg it as a suicide. Unless you can cough up some proper evidence, go on and get out of my sight.
I don't like you, sir. I'm just gonna make you angry.
哥哥，什么是侦探呀？
侦探也像旅行家一样四处冒险，
Oh, he's so
但他们总
soft-spoken
能发
too.
现别人注意不到的细节。
说不定有什么细节被我忽略掉了。
If you claim my brother stabbed himself, this piece of evidence seems peculiar.
Okay, anonymous telegram with only blah, 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 blah. Sorry. I'm just... I'm assuming that's right. I don't know.
Officers, something still puzzles me. The fingerprints found
How
on
can
the
he
dagger
stab
belong
him?
to my brother's left index and thumb. And the fingerprints are located at the end of
Wasn't
the
he
knife
holding
handle.
the key in the left hand,
It
though?
seems that he wasn't gripping the dagger, but rather holding it between 2 fingers.
You can't stab
In
yourself
this
that way.
position, how could he have stabbed himself in the chest with the dagger?
I don't think you can.
Clearly that ain't the way he held the dagger when he offed himself.
But if he held the dagger in a different way, there should have been more
Yeah, his
fingerprints
fingerprints
left.
would have been different.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean not necessarily?
Speculate, your brother held the dagger through his shirt sleeves.
But why?
No fingerprints were left.
But why would he do that?
If he intended to kill himself, why would he avoid leaving fingerprints on the dagger?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't matter.
Actually, it kind of does.
You!
Mr. Shintunai, get upset. We're not trying to make things difficult for you deliberately.
You really are. The numbers
detail
are
you're
flipped again.
questioning, even if it's in doubt, it's didn't
The hat
change the
slips.
conclusion. It was a locked room. Door, windows,
You guys are
skylight,
just
all
lazy.
locked from inside.
I really
The
don't want it to
only
be
key
Joseph,
was in your
but
brother's hand.
it was in his
There is
left
nay a
hand.
second person who could have committed the act in such a situation.
Where is your creativity?
Are there truly no other possibilities?
Let me think.
有没有可能，凶手提前复制了一把钥匙呢？
沈先生，我跟你说过，握在你哥哥手中的是房间唯一的钥匙。
Wait, did he lose?
复制
Is
一把
this a
钥匙
different
并
guy?
不是多复杂的事。
你对你的无知一无所知。
No, okay. Okay, so they
显
are.
而易见的问题，
They just.
方会考虑不
They're
到。
just him, but
郑
different.
夫人家的钥匙采用了一种
Just
独
confused.
特的东方设
Sorry,
计，
my bad.
你在
Just
案
kinda
卷中
confused.
见过的。我找了不少锁匠来核实过，没人能做出一模一样的。
嗯，
当真如此吗？可，郑阿姨的家里为何要用那么复杂的钥匙和锁？
I don't know. She
原
didn't.
因不重要，重要的是，
God,
这
you
让
are
案发现场成为了一个密
the
室。
definition of a lazy cop.
应该还有其他的可能性存在。房间唯一的钥匙在哥哥手里，更可能是因为凶手。也许凶手锁好
Returned
了
it. I need to
又用某种方式将钥匙送了回来。
get my thinking face on.
通过哪里送回来？
Not through the window. Through the sky? No, because that's where the dagger was. And I had to go into his hand. So I'm gonna say through the
大概率
door?
还是通过门送回钥匙，毕竟门是房间唯一的出入口。
可是，凶手要怎样通过门把钥匙送回被害人手中呢？
Not maybe it was tied to. Oh, it was probably tied to the reel.
凶手或许可
Yeah,
以利
it
用
was
屋内的
probably
某
the
些
reel
物品
because he
制作
said it
机
was
关。
folded, right?
机关？什么机关能把钥匙准确的
We
送
have
回
a
被害人
crazy
手
mind if
中？
this is what we're dreaming.
首先，凶手要用这件物品将
Yeah,
钥
I think
匙
it
和哥
was
哥
the,
的手
the
连
Morse
接起来。
the Morse code reel, right? Like it was bent over. Yeah, and it was dirty because it was on the floor. It was dragging on the floor. Because if now that I'm thinking about it, if it was caught fire, the whole reel would have been incinerated, but it wasn't. So they might have used a part of it. I think I'm gonna use. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
凶手很可能是利用这卷摩斯码纸盘，将钥匙收入屋内。
摩斯码纸盘？
Yeah.
纸袋的内侧比较
Yeah.
脏，
See, it was folded.
有一些磨损痕迹。我怀疑这是纸袋在地上拖行所产生的痕迹。
Yeah, it was dragging on the
不
floor.
可行。
What do you mean not
首先
feasible?，
电报机的朝向就是问题。电报机上的纸盘
'Cause of
指向实验
it
桌
would've-
的方向，而不是指向房门。
You guys have no
其
sense
次
of.，
从空间上看，电
No,
报
it was
机
right、
被害
there.
人和房门并不在一条
It
直
was
线
on
上。
the candles.
这里不仅有角度差，还有高度差。小子，
And the
现在你来告诉
stool
我，
right there.
凶手是怎么用纸袋把钥匙送回你哥哥手中的？
仅凭纸袋是不够的，凶手应该还用到了房间中的一些其他物品。究竟哪些物品构成了机
Maybe
关？它们又是怎样运转的？我需要把思路好好整理一
so
下。
I think the candles are involved. The stool's involved. Hand. Killer likely create a mechanism using the paper strip and other items. To return the key back to my brother's hand, I need to figure out these items. Okay, so the key. Sorry, I had to cough. Alright, so the key was attached to the paper, which would go through his hand. And then it would go through the candles. Let's see, candles. Okay, so I need two more. This stool, right? Like, go on this up the stool. What would? It wasn't attached to this. This thing rotates. Let's just say this, because that's the whatever, and it was the opera, so that would have lasted for a couple hours. key attached to paper, goes into the hand, burns around. It wouldn't even burn. It would go around that, over the stool to make it gain some height. It's like playing that, what's it called? Something Machines. I think that's it.
So that's how it is.
Woo! I got it right. What was it? Amazing Machines or something? Where
I
you have
know
to, like,
how the killer returned
build
the key.
these different things to get. Yeah, I used to play that as a kid.
Mr. Shenden, please
What's up?
share your thoughts.
Like there was ones like get the bowling ball
The
over
killer
here using like
indeed
trampolines
used the
or
code paper strip to transport the key.
yeah.
He inserted one end of the paper strip into the key's chain hole and bent it back in reverse.
Yeah, like
Used my brother's hand to hold onto the strip.
yeah, and then
Next,
you wrap it around the
used a candle
candles.
to change the direction of the strip and keep it down with a low stool. Installed the
he
reel
kept
onto
it
the phonograph.
down. Okay.
When the phonograph was activated, it retrieved the paper strip and pulled back the key. The key had resistance when passing through the hand, causing the strip to detach.
I don't know how paper would be
Then,
strong enough
the key stayed
to do
in his
this
hand.
exactly.
This is the method the killer used to return the key.
And that's indicated on the groups of the candles. He's gonna be like, so? It's suicide.
Interesting.
I don't care.
Since the Morse code paper reel is not a component
Here's the thing, if a
of
cop
the
doesn't want to do
phonograph,
his job, it's not gonna get
we all
done.
instinctively assumed that it could only be installed on the telegraph machine.
No, it depends on the
But in
screwdriver.
fact, the telegraph machine can't retrieve paper strips.
No,
What
it only goes
truly
one
aided
direction.
the
It doesn't
killer in this
rewind.
scheme was the phonograph by the
Or
desk.
does it rewind?
The phonograph can have so many uses.
I love you, dude. This? What am I looking at? What? Identify the place where the paper reel is placed. Identify the part that caused the paper reel to fall. Alright, okay, so this not has the same hexagonal shape as the slot in the center of the paper reel. I mean, they kind of showed this. By fixing the paper reel here, the killer could retrieve the paper strip using the phonograph. Whoop. Alright. Paper reel could truly be installed here. Yes. However, if the paper reel was installed here, it cannot detach by itself. Well, we found it on the ground. I still need to point out Officer Jones' location to cause reel to detach. That would be this part, I think. This is the phonograph's phonograph arm that caused the paper reel to detach. Yeah, because it goes...
Officers,
when it reads the
please
reel,
take a look.
it moves.
The phonograph's
Yeah.
tone arm continuously
See,
shifts to the
I've
right
never
during
owned one of these,
music
but I've
play.
actually seen that before.
The tone arm pushes the paper
kind of
reel
weird.
away,
I love
and
these
the reel
old
rolled
antique-looking
into the
things.
position where it was found. So,
Yeah, it moves
the
down
killer's
the
artifice
down,
of creating
down
a
the
locked
cylinder
room
that has the
illusion
notes in
stands
the
completely
wax.
exposed.
I think is it wax? I don't remember what it's made out of.
Mr. Shen, that's truly an enlightening deduction.
I love your little whistle,
What's
man.
your opinion, Sergeant Gaunt?
He doesn't care. He's gonna say, I don't care.
Your speculation does have a certain level of plausibility.
But
Could the police say that?
But
I don't want to do my job.
speculation is just speculation.
Exactly. He's like, I
Cracking
don't
a
want to do my
case
job.
comes down to evidence and facts.
My statements are backed by factual evidence.
Your speculation does seem to explain some of the phenomena at the scene. But there are still fatal contradictions between it and some crucial facts.
What facts?
Time.
What are you talking
Between
about?
1:40 and 2:30 that afternoon, the cafe downstairs heard uninterrupted phonograph music.
Yeah.
If the killer turned on the phonograph to transport the key back into the room, then before 1:40, he must have locked the door and left the scene.
Yes.
According to autopsy, your brother's time of death is estimated to be between 2 and 3. Of course,
Yeah, he
it
was
can be narrowed
paralyzed.
down further to 2 to 2:28. He was dead when the police arrived.
Yeah, because
you
he was
catch
paralyzed.
what this implies?
Yeah.
Even following your speculation, your brother got stabbed after the killer left the room. Well, that blows the foundation of this reasoning out of the water, doesn't it?
No.
Is it possible he was attacked before 1:50, with death occurring after 2 o'clock?
You know he died from a weapon piercing the left pulmonary artery, causing sudden cardiac arrest. In other words, he died instantly, right after getting stabbed.
Nah, I think he was
the
going
blood stains at the scene confirmed that as well.
Could have been drugged.
Could this situation be due to
presence of an accomplice, delayed murder? Delayed murder?
Since the door was locked first, then the murder. The killer likely employed a method to delay the time of the murder.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
How can that be possible?
Very simply,
there are no signs of binding or defense wounds on your brother's body.
You know, chloroform exists.
Would he just stand by and watch the killer set up a killing mechanism?
No, he was not able to move.
I suspect my brother had lost the ability to move at that time.
Yeah, you can...
Because...
Weapon pierced with bruising on the fingertips. Kerosene. I see the threads are what was set on fire. My brother lost the ability. There are many reasons for the contortion of the body, mostly related to paralysis of the back nerves due to stimulation. I'm gonna guess this one. I don't know. I was
My brother's
leaning...
autopsy report is the best evidence.
I was like,
Officer
he
Jones
had...
mentioned that most contortions are related to paralysis of the back nerves.
Yeah.
I suspect the killer used anesthetic drugs on my brother.
Yeah, he made
We've
it so
suggested this direction early on, but toxicology results came back all
it depends
negative.
It depends on what you're testing
Perhaps
for.
a substance undetectable with current forensic expertise.
Yeah, maybe your forensics suck.
Can't confirm or deny that possibility. But
Yeah.
before delving into the drug angle, a more pressing question is...
What?
If there was no one in the room at the time, how did the weapon pierce the victim's chest? No crossbows or similar devices were found at the scene.
So it fell from the skylight, you Nimrod.
Officer Jones,
like, even I
was
figured
the
that
dagger
out.
vertical to the ground at that time?
At that time, the body was in a contorted position. The chest almost parallel to the ground.
Yeah, it just dropped.
The dagger was thrust vertically into his chest. It can be considered as vertical to the ground.
Okay, so it came down.
Vertical to the ground. And the location where my brother was murdered happened to be directly beneath the skylight.
Yeah, he
This
burned
is likely
like
not a
string or
coincidence.
paper or whatever it was. That was soaked in
Are
kerosene.
you suspecting the killer hung the dagger on the skylight?
Yeah.
On second thought, the skylight is very high and it's impossible to reach without a ladder. But Mrs. Cheng's house doesn't have a ladder. There were no signs of anything.
You don't need
being
a ladder.
moved at
You
the
can
crime
also
scene.
stack stuff. I've had to do this.
How was the dagger
I don't recommend
hung
it.
up then? It can't have flown there, can it?
Gosh, these people are like the worst
Officer
cops
Jones,
ever.
you reminded me. This item made me realize how the killer suspended the dagger.
Asbestos mesh? A little kerosene, several long cotton threads soaked a kerosene bottle. I don't know, honestly. I gotta think, I don't know. Hang on. Suspending the dagger at a certain height requires a flying object which is hidden in a piece of evidence. Wax cylinder, no. Skylight. Oh, paper lantern? Paper lantern. Paper lantern, I'm assuming.
Mr. Shen's suggesting the photograph along with the dagger took off?
It's a paper lantern.
He means the lantern in the photo.
He means the paper lantern in the photo.
That idea does have a touch of imagination.
See, I thought they looped it, but the paper lantern actually makes a lot more
Can
sense.
a lantern truly carry a dagger and take off?
If it's light, yeah.
At room temperature, air
Don't be doing
density
math.
is
Oh my
8/100
gosh.
of a pound per cubic foot.
I'm gonna space
while
out
hot
now.
air
I
in
don't
the
do math.
lantern is 6/100 of a pound per cubic foot. 35
Excuse
cubic
me as I
feet
drink my
volume
drink.
lantern, excluding its own weight, can lift an object weighing up to 9.17 ounces.
Oh my gosh, I hate math.
The dagger weighs 5.64 ounces, requiring only 24 cubic feet of lantern volume to lift it.
Oh my gosh, math.
Sergeant Gaunt's calculations are
Okay.
precise and admirable.
I hate math.
Never thought Sergeant Gaunt's math skills were so deep and unbelievable.
Oh my gosh. I love you,
Just
dude.
a bit of a private hobby, you know.
Who does math
So
as a
why wasn't
hobby?
there a lantern found at the crime scene?
Whatever, I'm not gonna judge, I guess. Crime scene? Alright. So I think, I think this. Paper? Details. Hang on. Does it matter which, like... Yeah, I'm hoping this is right, because the asbestos would act as, yeah, it had candle wax, right? I'm gonna guess, hopefully there's not a particular order or anything.
The asbestos mesh serves as the base support for the lantern.
Yeah.
With a stone wax as the heat source.
Yeah, because you
This
put the candle in
partially
it.
burned piece of paper should be part of the lampshade.
This is all
On
very,
the lab
like,
table, there's
if
a
this all
stack
works
of
out perfectly, because if the
identical
knife
large,
missed...
lightweight sheets of paper.
I didn't ken what method the killer used to completely burn the lampshade like that.
I believe the lampshade must have been brushed with kerosene. When the flames
Yeah.
spread,
I thought it was
could
a little more
burn down
intricate,
the
but...
entire sky lantern.
No wonder there were paper ashes on your brother's body.
The position where the lantern hangs from the ceiling was not controllable.
Exactly, that's what I
How
was
did the
thinking.
killer ensure that the falling dagger would definitely stab the victim? Besides, about the death time delayed, how did he control the timing of the dagger's descent?
There should be another mechanism at the scene, composed of a sky lantern and some other items.
Okay. Another mechanism. So the skylight, the lantern. Let me think. Let's see. No. Kerosene, maybe? That's not involved. That wouldn't be involved. I don't think the stool would... Maybe candles? Skylight. Kerosene. Because there's still something that was tied around these candles that melted into them. Because the paper being pulled wouldn't have made the marks, even though I was thinking they did. So maybe there was something else. Maybe? I don't know.
So that's how it is.
I'm totally guessing. I don't know about the last one.
The ring at the end of the dagger's handle shows signs of scorching.
Yeah, it was burnt, so
there
there
are
was tied
scorch
on
marks
it.
on the skylight frame as well. And the location where
Did
my
they make
brother
like
was
a net
murdered
with some string?
happened to be directly beneath the skylight. That's the killer's plan.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Let's
These are
hear it.
actually really not that hard. It's just
The reason the killer placed my
it's a
brother
very
right beneath
small
the skylight
skylight. Yeah, okay.
is because the skylight is concave, feasible to fix the sky lantern to its window frame.
Yeah, if it was big
Then,
enough.
he tied
Yeah,
the
see.
kerosene-soaked cotton thread to a candle.
See, this is what I
After
thought
arranging
was
the
originally.
key, paper, and
Was
phonograph,
that because when it
he could
melted
leave
around
the room and lock the door.
around the candle.
Before long, the candle burned down to the cotton thread that
Such a
suspended the
huge
dagger.
amount of variables, because
Finally, the dagger fell vertically,
it
piercing
still
my
needs
brother's
the
chest.
lantern to stay in exact position.
My brother's death is definitely not a suicide. It's murder. The killer is still at large.
Yay!
For someone without professional training, you are quite
We got
impressive.
his respect, but he
you
doesn't
do
have
a
mine.
natural talent for detective work, indeed.
But we're still gonna say your brother was a suicide. Because we're lazy.
However,
there it is.
this particular dagger tips the scales at a mere 160 grams.
He says
Falling
160 and
from
it
the
says
skylight,
190.
could it veritably penetrate your brother's heart?
I don't know. Let's get a pig
Perhaps
and corpse and
it
drop it.
behooves us to undertake an experiment.
Ooh. Several hours at the crime scene. Let's do it. No.
I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Shen. We've given it our all, tried every which way, but we just can't mimic the scenario you put forth.
Yeah.
But those mechanisms, why?
I
don't
do
know.
ken how you're feeling, but I'm fearing we're at a standstill with no breakthroughs in sight.
Yeah, if you can't replicate it, it's not gonna. Yeah.
重大突破！
Oh my
重大
gosh.
突破！
Hi, Afu. Yes. Hello, my little cinnamon roll.
先生，找到那份书稿了。
Woo! Did you know? That was a fun dream.
我刚刚
That was a long dream.
睡着了。
是啊，外面天都亮了。
沈先生，趁你睡着，我翻了好多书架，可算
While
是把
you
那
were
本书找
slacking
到了。
off, I did your job.
夸我，夸我！
I will praise you. Good job,
秀
girlie.
丽，快把书拿给沈先生看吧。
All of the girls are awesome in
沈
this.
先
I
生
love，
罗佩借鉴的应该是这篇小说了。
it.
藻
Borrowed
井之
inspiration.
上，作者勾陈居士。如果不是祖父的急性，我恐怕不会再踏入祠堂一步。
Okay.
老屋门环上斑驳的铜锈，一如叔伯们身上阿扎的铜锈。三婶逢人便炫耀儿子刘洋带回来的留声机，据说是灌了明灵的唱段，要在仪式上大露一手。大伯死了，被赐死在祭祖仪式上。
Oh, because it was
那
saying
可是间密室啊，唯一的钥匙就在大伯身上。现场除了尸体旁的七星灯格外惹眼，就是那
so they
会唱
literally
歌的
just
机器。
recreated the scene.
大
Okay.
伯是被七星灯借命，亦或是被机器的声音蛊惑。我重新勘察了现场，的确是间密室。留
I
声
love
机
the
也因
lock room
变调而
scenarios.
显
Are
得
my
诡异。
favorite.
难道真的是鬼神作祟？凶手是用孔明灯将凶器升到藻井之上的，变调的留声机则让我察觉到了滚轴上的鱼线，密室迎刃而解。
Yeah, but
但
how?
藻井下的悲剧，还要像这滚轴一样轮回多少次呢？封底贴着一张纸，上面写着“邵伯镇官厅街东首”。
先生，怎么样？有什么发现吗？
密室、留声机。
Someone recreated it, which means they are familiar with the story, which I am
这些描述都与哥哥遇害的现场一致。
still thinking it's one of those
书中的密
guys.
室没有天窗，但屋顶有个藻井，两者的作用是一样的。
Yeah.
摩斯码纸袋则被替换成了鱼线。相比罗佩的小说，这份书稿与哥哥的命案现场更加相似。就好像作者亲历过一样。
其他现场的细节也都一样吗？
小说中的案件发生在祠堂，而伦敦的案件发生在书房，两者的布置有诸多差异。不过，这些差异均与案情无关。唯一案情上的区别是死状。
One was in the back, one was in the chest.
小说中的受害者
Yeah.
是在藻井下长跪祭拜时，被下落的匕首扎死的。凶器插在他的背上，他的尸体也没有出现反曲现象。
这个差异意味着什么呢？
I don't know.
我不知道。
Yeah, I don't know.
沈先生，我听了你们的讨论，突然有些联想。
愿闻其详。
Share
我
away.
记得车尔尼雪夫斯基曾说：“艺术源于生活，高于生活。”嘿，毕竟我本人也是侦探小说作者嘛，明白作者喜欢从现实中获得
Yeah,
故事灵
take
感。
reality and you
既然
put
这
it in
本
your
书的
work.
情节与沈
But you
先
have to
生
be a
侦
good
查的
writer
案件
to
高度相似，
do that
我
properly.
想，那作者应该是案件的知情人吧？活的，活的。
那两位可知道勾陈居士是何许人？
这我就不清楚了。
作者只留了笔名，我也不知道他的真实身份。
Nope, I guess it's
他
off
还
to
有其他
this
作品？
address.
没有了。这是勾陈居士唯一的投稿。
有没有哪位作家的文风与他相似呢？说不定作者还用过其他笔名。
此书
Why
虽
would you
构
wanna
思
have
精
multiple
巧，
pen names? I
但
don't
文
get
笔
it.
生涩。作者更像初出茅庐的生手，而非经常创作小说之人。
那字迹呢？我好像看到过一些书稿字迹与这本书相似。
这是刘当用的誊抄件，字迹是誊抄原的，原稿已经退还给作者了。
当时退稿的地址应该还能找到吧？
时间久远，书局又搬过家，收稿和退稿的记录都找不到了。
书的这个部分，说不定对找作者有帮助。书的封底贴了一张纸，上面写着“邵伯镇官厅街东
I
首
was gonna say the back or
这
it
个看
had
上
like
去
an
确
address.
实是碧城姐的字迹。韩秋姐，你知道这个地址吗？
I
没
don't.
有，不过你倒提醒我了。碧城说过自己找到了部分剧稿作者的地址，准备走访一下。
先生，我们快去吕先生写的地址看看吧。
Let's go, let's go.
说不定勾陈居士就住在那里。
好，我们看看去。两位，我可以把这份书稿先借走吗？
当然，还有什么需要我帮忙的，尽管开口。
再见，再见。
Bye.
邵伯镇官厅街东首，就是这里了。
进去看看。
先生，这里看上去荒废很久了。
This seems to be the
勾
place
陈
that
居
the
士
story was written
会
about.
不会早就搬走了？
看屋内的装饰布局，这不是住宅，而是一座祠堂。
Yeah.
祠堂？他总不会住在祠堂里吧？
I don't think
先
he's
调查
living
一下
here.
看看。
Alright, couplet. Right part of the couplet. The handwriting is already blurred. Continuing the family line. Right, fragrant. Sincerely, huh? Altar. Shen. Is the large table in the middle of the altar? Yes, the stairway on top is where the ancestral tablets are placed for worship. Alright, left couplet. Left part of a couplet on which is written, holding the candle, carrying on the ancestors' light, illuminating the virtue. Interesting. Fallen chair. 2 fallen chairs. They don't seem to have anything special about them. Alright. Altar, right couplet. Door. The wooden door at the entrance of the ancestral hall. Plaque on the door reads, De Shun Shao, mortality, obedience, and filial piety. Shouldn't the door of the ancestral hall usually be in the center? Why is it on the right side? Perhaps there are some feng shui considerations in this arrangement. What a coincidence! The door of the ancestral hall in the novel is also on the right side. Alpha, have you noticed the Cassian? That door up there? Look up. Oh, it's the... yeah. That's where the thing was. This is relatively rare octagonal caisson, almost identical to the description in the book. Look up and saw the layers of vaults towering like the sky. In the center of the vault is Tai Chi pattern. The 2 yin and yang fish seem... so really, it exists like that. Could it be the case described in the novel actually occurred here? It's hard to say. Miss Wu once said that art originates from life. The author probably gained inspiration from here and incorporated it into the story. Yeah, you take places that you've done. Miss Liu also found this place through the description in the novel? It's highly possible. What? Shen, it seems that there are words on this wooden board. There are a lot of dust on the wooden board. We need to wipe it off first. Nah, I have to do some cleaning again. Do. Let's clean this puppy up. Hi. There you go. To know gratitude and pay gratitude. Oh, the plaque on the ceiling beam has fallen off. Underneath these 4 big characters, there's also a list of names. Bright Wu, William Wu, Robert Wu, Grace Wu, Stone Wu. All surname Wu. It seems like this place is the Wu family's ancestral hall. Melissa Wu, recently Rentley Wu, Stone Wu. Ha! Called it! Stone Wu! Shen, is there something wrong with Stone Wu? Yeah, he's my brother's friend who probably killed him. And don't worry, people, those are Buddhist swastikas. They are not related to the German ones, which are actually flipped. Okay? Okay, this is Buddhism. We're not in Europe. Yes, I've seen the name Stone Wu on your board. He is one of the suspects in the case. Yeah, he didn't actually leave. Stone Wu, is it him?
这里煞气重得很。2位私闯进来，小心会有血光之灾呀。
I can come into an abandoned building without... Is that stone? No, I can't be stone.
所幸2位也算有缘，遇上我下半仙。
Demigod, my foot.
就由我来帮你们算一算如何避凶，怎么样？
Yeah.
你不也是私闯进来的吗？
非也，我对这里熟得很，知道化解之法。
我看你是想骗我们算命，让我们付钱吧。
施主，这个讲究的是缘分。
Fate and destiny.
找5个铜板，捧个香火，为此事做个小小的功德便可。
谢老先生，我欠2份香火，但你不必给我算命。
Tell me a fortune.
不知施主希望我做什么？开光、做法、解梦、看风水。
我想请教几个问题。
Yes.
好说好说。
谢老先生可认得这宅院的主人？
认得呀，吴家大老爷吴志明吗？我还给他的孙子们算过姻
So they own this place and they let it get this
不
decrepit,
过
huh?
他们几年前举家搬去上海了。
Oh, okay, that's why.
祠堂也就荒废了。
吴家可有善写书之人？
吴家人大多经商，只有吴老爷的3孙子吴松涛部里有墨水。不过，听说他留洋去了。
Sung Tao
果然是
Stone
他。
Wu. Okay.
巧了， 1个月前有位姑娘来过，也问了我同样的问题。
Well, well,
万岁，
well.
你说的这位姑娘可是圆圆脸、留短发、戴一副黑框眼镜？
正是。原来你们认识啊？
不知那位姑娘还说了什么？
她说，她是什么书局的修
dead
撰。
now, so
吴家公子
Yeah.
7年前向书局投稿了一本书，他觉得写得很不错。
7年前
7 years?
是啊，他是这么说的。
7 years ago, really?
原来是这样。
So,
施主，
so he wrote it based off of killing his brother, or?
命里会有劫数，要不要我传授你渡劫之法？
呸！先生，你是不是又头疼了？我扶你去休息吧。
不急，我们先回一趟书局。
Yeah.
我需要确认一些信息。
4 hours later, inside the Shanhei's cabin.
先生，你真的不再休息一下吗？
Nah.
思绪纷扰，也睡不着。
算了，拗不过你。话说，祠堂里那个算命先生说7年前，你好像很震惊的样子。
罗佩的斗士遗阵，是在哥哥命案后才发表的，因此，我一直认为书的作者是命案的知情人。但凿井之殇，是7年前写的，远早于命案发生的时间。
也就是说，写出小说的作者，反
So
倒不一定
it
与
means
命
the
案有关，
murderer took inspiration
而
from
是
the
真正的凶手
Yeah.
在作案时模仿了小说中的杀人手法。凶手是读过这本小说的人。
Yeah, so they're not really that ingenious. Then
是
they're
知道
just
小说内容的人。
very good at adapting
这本
what
书
they've
被
read
拒稿
before.
了，并未得到发表。理论上，在命案发生时，知道内容的人只有作者本人，以及当年的编辑和滕超元。当然，也不能排除作者曾私下给其他人看过书稿。
我们刚才回书局一趟，先生已经确认那位编辑和滕超元没出过国。他们也表示没有跟其他人说起过书的内容。
接下来需要
I'm
确
still
认
thinking it's Stone
就是
Wu.
作者那边了。
这么说，吴松涛的嫌疑还是很大。
可偏偏
He's
吴松涛
also
的
the
案
only
发
one
前
that
一
like
天
disappeared
就离开
and
伦
we
敦
can't
返回
find
国内
him.
了。
可是案发现场不是发现了岩石
I
装
don't
置
think
吗？
he actually left.
那
I
套
think he
装
left
置最多只
later.
能延时10几分钟，不可能达到1天之多。而且，案发那天早上，不少人都见过哥哥。
那吴松涛的不在场证明一定是伪造的。
其实，从伦敦带回案卷后，我就去上海找过吴松涛。
Oh, so it wasn't him?
他看上去并无异样，还拿出了船票和离境记录作证。那些资料看上
Doesn't
去是
mean he
真实
didn't
的。
have someone leave for him. Just saying.
这些年来，我不是没有推演过吴松涛是凶手的可能，但并未找到
Or it
破
could
绽。
be Joseph.
的确，
I don't want it to be
如果
Joseph,
吴
but it
松
very
涛
well
真的是
could be
凶手
Joseph.
他是怎么做到的呢？
无论如何，我们都有必要再去上海一趟，问一问有关这本书的事。
没错，感觉我们离真相越来越近了。
沈仲平和他的助手最近去了扬州，
Well, well,
在
well.
金祠书局里找到了一份书稿。书稿，据说是本小说。
It's
沈仲
totally
平认为
Joseph.
他跟吴松涛有关，
It's totally him.
他正在来上海的路上。
Little teapot
应该
next to him. You can't see it
是
because I'm
想找
covering
吴
it,
松
but
涛。知道了。
I see that ponytail. It's Joseph. Joseph did it. Oh, was that the end of the chapter? Well then. That was short. Okay. I bet Joseph killed the brother. I really think it's Joseph. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think it's Joseph? I think it's Joseph. Such pretty art. I really need to brush back up on my Chinese. May not be able to speak it, but I should at least be able to read it better. Like, I know some characters, but like, If you ask me the words, I'm not gonna be able to tell you what it's saying. Kanji is never my strong point. Yeah, okay. Well, chapter
天色不
5.
早，快打烊了。咱们抓紧时间去吴松涛的洋货铺。
All right, so we're not gonna.
上海街头真是繁华呀，街上的汽车也
Thank you,
变多
Alfu.
了。先
Thanks.
生，你知道我最喜欢什么时候的上海吗？
晚上，因为有电。
那你猜猜，这次来上海，我最想做什么？
You probably
市
want to
城
eat.
新开的当当车。
先生懂我哎。
All right, he's a. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna talk. All right. So now that we're gonna start the next chapter, because I thought we were gonna have a murder, but I guess murder doesn't follow him everywhere. But we will continue this on next time, and I might change their outfits. I don't know. I really like these red. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Bye.